All right, so right now I'm running a scheduled task that I call No Project Left Behind. I think everybody experiences time where they have more projects than they originally, you know, bargained for, or maybe work stuff gets in the way and good projects are kind of left to die. So the idea to come up with this comes from this YouTube video I watched about Prince, of all people, and how he had this crazy work ethic and was just see something real quick, and was just kind of willing to put himself out there quite a bit. So I'm in that type of time right now. So they were saying in the video that he had over 10 years worth of listenable material. Not like he created material over the span of 10 years that was in the archive, but more so in playtime. So if you think about that, it's substantial. I don't know if that's a fact or if it's a stretch, but the legend behind somebody who could even, you know, you could say that about it even being potentially being true is kind of wild. My cloud desktop has been doing this weird glitch thing lately, and I think it's the reason that I had a catastrophic failure recently with a build that I did for a client. Thankfully, I was able to recover, but still, it's something about that glitch I need to kind of take a look at and figure out why it's happening. Um, I hope it's not because this is my M1. So, um, if you guys have been following me for a while, or if not, what's good? I'm here. I'll be building. I'll be recording a lot more. I'm starting to realize that my version of doing this and building this way is worth documenting as well. So I'm gonna do this for myself and hopefully help you guys along the way. It's a legit build session. There's not a whole lot of cleanup or glam or teaching that's going to be going here. It's going to be more of a discussion while I'm building. But anyways, I have to do it this way now because this entire environment is sandboxed. When Cloud Desktop was first coming out, you could just use the file system tool and bounce things different places, and that was why Cloud Desktop was my go-to for building projects from scratch. All the documentation, all the markdown files, everything except for the code. Once Claude um, code came around, I would use Claude Code to build write the actual code. But now I have to use this .tar file in order to run that in the terminal and then ultimately bring the project to life. Okay, so that's out the way. I'm gonna hop over here and see if I can pick up these projects. See if I can. See if we can get there. So, the only other thing that I got to do now, so we're turning this into a factory. I have Claude organized code base, which is, man, I got a lot of these going on right now. Lossless. What is Claude Brawl? That doesn't even look real. I saved it for something. I don't know what for, but I'm not going to get rid of it. Excuse me, I got cedar fever. Crazy. Still. Just screwing me up. Organized code base. So check this out. This is just me building a methodology and framework that uses this structure automatically, and then gives me different plan modes. So I got Boris Cherney's method. I've got just recipes. These come in really handy, especially for this Raspberry Pi situation. I got the plugin marketplace connected here, which is going to be great for CloudBot as well. And then I don't know where my methodology for, actually gonna ask to fix this. I should have methodology for Ralphie and GSD, get shit done. But let's just push that here in a bit. Let's see how this does. I'm gonna get the link like that and we'll see what happens. I'm just gonna kind of chill. But you can see the progress. You can see the tar files. It's going to look and analyze findings, phase plans. It's going to check for local projects existing. It's not going to find any there. Um, yeah, and I wonder because we can't. That just comes up like that. Okay, no worries. I'm going to see what this does. But something I was going to mention is this process I could actually run, let's say auto research. I could run auto research. Um, and in using that auto research, I could try to find a better way to do this. So the auto research is, um, result could be a better way to run these scheduled tasks. So a better prompt. So if we go back, I'm going to come into it, but if we go back, we can see that this whole prompt had to be written. And this is the most important part of what we're doing. I'm trying to build that way. But imagine if I had a really smart AI agent with context, um, full file system access, come back and refine this prompt until I have like the exact output that I want. And that would look like inside of, this is where I get it, but inside of Slack, I would receive a message that looks like this. And then I'd be able to know for sure. But yeah, you can kind of see the progress. It's kind of cool. Um, That's something completely different. You can see that we started with this one, two, three check marks, and then we ended up with four check marks. And then we're missing the proof of completion. But that organized code base scaffolding was added automatically during run number two. That's kind of dope, man. That's kind of dope. Because this could just be happening in the background. So it's showing a couple of different joints. The cool thing about it is it can see which file folders have been modified, so it can see what I was working on over the past couple days, which is decent. It's not what I wanted, but you know. I wonder if I do it right now while it's doing that, if it would actually pick up. I don't know. Let's see. And they're asking me where I want this. I can go, let's go auto research engine. Which could be really cool. So imagine being able to run a research 24/7. That could be really cool. The only other problem is I don't know. All right, so we're building something for remotion. That's good. I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to do with the tar file, but let's figure it out real quick. So I'm gonna click kill this, and then I'm gonna hop here. Whoa, what happened here? Hold on. Hold on, man. What did I do here? Let's do this. Let's remove all that. Still have it. So now I can still open up. Hold on. Interesting. All right. Let's do this one. And then so let's download this one. I know I didn't add this one yet. So I gotta run this. But I can just run this out of research situation. Boom. And then I can just, okay. I hate how all this shit pops up that I don't ever use. It's so annoying. All right, I'm in the terminal. I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these joints ready. Get my little pop-ups here. Boom. Boom. It's launching. It's slow. Let's run this. Oops. Wait a minute. It's gonna tell me exactly how to format it. You're about to see me. I've done worse on stream. Don't worry. It's gonna look stupid, but oh well. I don't care. God, it's so slow. Yeah, I gotta get a new machine because I'm about to be juggling workloads crazy, man. Is it gonna run the tar file from Cloud Code? It didn't do it yesterday. Do have it. Glad you asked. It lives here. You just gotta know enough, man. Just have to know enough. Smartest thing I did was figure out that I could access my entire computer through Cloud Desktop. And once I was able to do that, I realized how powerful it was. And then they started kind of like sandboxing, kind of, giving everything its own swim lane because they wanted to. Clearly, they don't care that much about Claude Chat, Claude Desktop Chat. It's just not as sexy as Claude Cowork or Claude Remote Worker or Claude Cloud, Claude Code Cloud, Claude Code Cloud Web, maybe is what it's called. So I did it, but it didn't show up. Oh, it's being built. I hate how that works, but hey, see if it does it. So we should see all these files drop in here, and then I can start building. Yep. Okay, cool. So let's see if I'm any good. See what that does. I don't know. That's an experiment. I'm just kind of adding on the back of this, and then scheduled. I can just run now. That is kind of useful though, to just be able to push a play button. Just kind of confused right now. I don't know if yeah, this is powerful stuff, man. I'm gonna check my usage limits in a little while. So I don't want to run into that same situation I did experimenting last time, man. That shit was heartbreaking, to be honest. I was taking pride in not having the maxed out plan. Yeah, we're nowhere near. But but um but but this is cool too. It's just kind of running in the background. I got this joint going. Um, I mean, technically, I can run uh anything in here, and we're gonna get the result. So let's just do that. I'm gonna run the Mycin one right now. I'm gonna actually run all these before I go to sleep, because I do think this the future is every single time that I have a idea. Um, Instead of like waiting to get it built, I'm gonna take the Prince mentality from that I learned in that video, where it was like his songs were the first version of the song. There was no like refined version. It was the raw version, and he was able to get it out and say, "Hey, look, this is this concept. You're welcome." But then I need like I'm gonna have to just mimic the pattern. Oh, let me do something quick. I have to mimic the pattern on the prompt. So I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. So it's looking for that. Um, this is cool. So I can be done with that one. Don't be afraid to throw away your session once you're done with it. I've learned that that's been a weakness for me for a while. that they're talking about auto research, but I'm just using this to run it. And it's gonna go create a separate um, project is what I'm expecting it to do. So I can go auto research, claw deployment wizard, and then organize claw. So I need to go claw deployment wizard, organize claw, and then we'll be done. Let's see if we're able to like mimic some patterns here. I'm not sure. We should be able to, but maybe not. So we shall see. This is kind of struggling, it looks like, for me to see if I can let's go modified. Did you see OS? Yeah, we're here. Good. These all got modified today. That's a lot of work in one day, man. These are all like full projects. Maybe except for this last one. I don't really know about that one. It looks pretty decent, but I have my doubts on that. It's gonna be something like this. Just adopt it for Cloud Wizard. This shit is super slow. The fan's kicked up too. This shit is hella slow. Wow. Organized clause is a great name. So now I think it'll be able to run the tar for me. Yep. So then it's going to do it. Cool. Save this creation of the command as a skill. And then if I hop back over to this is how this works. It's like these stupid, nuanced little things that you start to realize is kind of how to build. So this is the Claw deployment wizard. Yes, that's what I was just talking about, right? Yeah. So I have it now. I have a project pushed and a skill created. And so the last thing that I'm going to do is I'll just tell it to do the same for this. But I'm going to tell it instead because I always forget to actually talk to the organized claw. Grab it here, copy the path, paste it in. That part's not, it's kind of like whatever. Been using max effort a lot. Here we go. I think it's, hey, so let's use the skill and do the same for, I hate that it did that twice. Stupid. Go ahead and kill this. I don't need it. So this is organized claw. So if I hop over, I'm gonna see that one too, somewhere in here at some point. All right, so it looks like we're good. Organized claw. That's how you do this. All right, good shit. How to research it, found it, built some files for me. Pretty cool. Let me try one more run at this thing and try to see if it's gonna just like keep on picking things up or something else is going on here. These are methodologies. I feel like I've done this already. It's all good. And I'll just do one more run and we'll see if it picks up the projects. I think it will, but I want to definitely see um, how we did here. Pretty proud of this though. So I've been having some anxiety around like old projects that I haven't quite gotten started or moved into a workable situation just yet, right? It's usually because you get pulled away to a different project. And so instead of feeling like I need to constantly be starting projects and going through the process, especially that a lot of the initial phases of it, installing dependencies, setting up the project structure, taking the idea and seeing how we're going to attack it and turn it into like a phased build or what build methodology we're going to use, et cetera, et cetera. I imagine I'll be able to push a button or two and get like a whole MVP started and moved forward from scratch in the future. But we'll see. All right. All right. Auto research. Let me do something real quick. I don't want to cough all in y'all's face, but it might happen. Um, so co-work, I've got JSX is for auto research. Let me just drop that in. Copy, paste in here. Um, and then I got the same thing for Claw Wizard. So let's open that joint and see. Excuse me. And the cool thing is, really, I don't need to have the entire thing like, okay, yeah, I already have the wizard in there. I don't need it like all the way built out here. That's what this is for. Going out and finding. Excuse me. I mean, whatever. I totally have done this already for this methodology question. So that's pretty annoying. Let's see what we got here. Started a lot, did my phases, phase plans, got real. This is meant for the M3 Ultra. That is true. Paperclip. Didn't really need anything on paperclip, but hey, we got a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, we got a lot done. It's pretty impressive. And this is figuring itself out. What else going on with this one? Is it still like that's pretty sick. So I have this plugin watcher that's looking for opportunities to create patterns. So those patterns can show up as skills, hooks, commands, etc. It's kind of cool. I'll keep playing with it. This isn't Twitch clips though. I just realized that I had a error with the naming convention and I didn't want to delete it. Man, my allergies are so screwed, man. Oof, it's horrible. But yeah, if I had to tell people, it's kind of too late now, obviously. Just because you can't do anything, you can't do the same things in a simple form factor. So I can't use Claude Chat inside of Claude Desktop, just the chat feature, the same way anymore because they introduced all this sandboxing stuff for safety, save people from themselves, and I get that. But when MCPs first came out, it was the wild, wild west. You could kind of string them up and do just about anything. And due to that, I was able to learn how to code and build and ship a crap ton of projects quickly because I found like a little glitch in the software. Ultimately, I don't know if there's a lot of people who are using Claude Desktop to code, like actually build out projects and push them and then test them inside a cursor. But I definitely was. I also didn't have anybody to tell me that I needed an IDE or a terminal in order to ask coding questions. That's the beauty of being a beginner, is you don't even know what the correct mindset is. So that's fairly useful. Hello, wife. I'm on Twitch. You want to come here? Come see my hot wife.
Hey, looks very 90s.
Oh,
Very cute.
love you.
Love you so much. Enjoy your Twitch.
Okay, I'm almost done. So it's going to create all this build out for me. I'll probably do this for the other projects as well. And I mean, that's the beauty of this. This is something that will be running in the background. I don't like the fact that I had to click the always allow button. That's going to be a problem at some point, but I'll figure out a way to, hopefully there'll be a solution so that I have a way around that. But we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of the long and the short of this, man, is you just keep building, you find different ways, different tools come out, they combine them differently, you have to switch up. It's this constant push and pull around that, at least. Um, I ate half of that burger, but I did end up getting sick on the remember I was talking about the French fries? I ended up getting sick a little bit. So the burger, not the fries. I mean, you could if your stomach didn't mess up, maybe it was just me. Okay. Just be careful. I'd be a horrible husband not to tell you. After that fight I had in there, oof, I was in there fighting for my life. All right, there it is. So they're just other projects that got flagged. We got paperclip, we got auto research, duplicate project has plans but empty. That's fine. We know what happened there. And then this Mycin thing, and we'll see what happens on the rest of them the uh as the project runs. So what I could do also that's kind of cool is I don't have to just run this daily. I can run this hourly. And that way I get like tons of passes on this thing, right? But also, obviously I'd eat up quite a few tokens doing that, I would imagine. So right now, today, daily's fine. Those projects are sitting in the background. Most of the ones that I'm already working on, I'm actively working on. Um, so that should be fun. I'm gonna start tweaking on this, and I'll be back with the next video going deeper into auto research. I learned a lot today, just talking to Colin about it. And if I have an always on machine like my M4 Mag Mini, which is at the office, I probably low key could just use Tailscale because it's on my mesh network. Use Tailscale to reach it from my Pi 5 because my Pi 5 that's here on my home network is also on the same mesh, and I should be able to send ideas and generate constant ideas and queued experiments and then send them to the M4 for actual processing.